You are not a being searching for light. You are light, learning to see itself. Ancient texts describe the body as a vessel of light. Discover how Christ's hidden teachings mirror Hermetic and Eastern wisdom, the physics of divine illumination. This is not religion, it's revelation, the science of consciousness encoded in Scripture. Jesus and the science of light, the secret hidden in the Gospels. Let me begin with a question that feels almost forbidden to ask. What if Jesus wasn't only a teacher of morality, but a master of energy, a scientist of light? Not the kind of light emitted from stars or captured by lenses, but the light that awakens consciousness, the light that reshapes the body, the light the ancient mystics said creates worlds. Imagine for a moment a version of the gospel that doesn't begin in a manger, but in the birthplace of photons. I am the light of the world, not metaphor, not poetry, instruction. Scripture tells us, before anything existed, light was spoken into existence. Modern physics says the same. Energy, light, is the first architect of matter. So if Jesus taught light, if he embodied light, then maybe he was inviting us to understand reality from the deepest level, the level where your thoughts are electric, your heart is magnetic, your soul is luminous, where your inner world becomes your outer world. A cinematic reframe of the Gospels. Picture Jesus not just walking dusty roads, but activating dormant frequencies in the human spirit, turning water into wine, a transformation of structure, healing the sick, a restoration of vibration, calming the storm, a mastery of resonance, feeding the multitudes, abundance aligned with divine intention. Not miracles to worship, but miracles to remember who we are. Because he didn't say, "Watch what I can do." He said, "You will do what I have done, and greater things." This is not religion. This is potential. This is source code. Jesus didn't come to make believers. He came to awaken creators. The hidden curriculum of light. Today's neuroscientists say, the brain is a bioelectric network. The heart emits an electromagnetic field measurable several feet away. The body is a condensed form of light, slowed down into visibility. Ancient mystics said the same using a different language. Aura, your personal field of influence. Halo, your awakened crown. Enlightenment, literally becoming filled with light. And what does Jesus repeatedly teach? The kingdom is within you, not above you, not separate from you, not someday when you die, within. That means every dimension of life, health, emotions, intellect, purpose, wealth, love, leadership, is an expression of the light level you operate from. When you forget who you are, your light dims. When you remember God within you, your light returns. A journey across all dimensions of conscious life. Let's bring this cosmic teaching down to earth, into the practical, the personal, the human. When your body is weak, your light is trapped. When your emotions are chaotic, your light is distorted. When your thoughts are scattered, your light is unfocused. When your character is compromised, your light is misdirected. When your spirit is ignored, your light is forgotten. When your relationships lack truth, your light is disconnected. When your career lacks purpose, your light is underutilized. When your finances are rooted in fear, your light is blocked. When your legacy is unexamined, your light fades with time. When your joy is postponed, your light never celebrates. When your experience has no meaning, your light does not expand. Jesus did not separate the spiritual
from the practical. He introduced one integrated life, divinity expressed through embodiment, spirit lived through every decision, light shaping all areas of existence. A fully awakened human is a luminous human. The forgotten message. Religion memorized his words, but often missed his instruction. Follow me did not mean worship me. It meant walk this frequency, become this consciousness, master this light. The cross was not the end of the story. It was a transmission. Even death, the darkest illusion, cannot extinguish the light of being. His resurrection wasn't only proof of divinity, it was proof of our destiny. Light as technology of the soul. Listen to this. Every thought you think is a spark. Every intention is a laser. Every act of love is a supernova. You are constantly broadcasting signals. You are constantly shaping matter. You are constantly creating or diminishing your world. So the question is no longer, is the light real? The real question is, how conscious are you of the light you already carry? A call to remember. What if the Gospels are not only history, but a manual for energetic mastery? What if Jesus came to remind us that we are not sinners struggling toward grace, but beings of light learning how to shine? We are not small in a giant universe, but expressions of the same radiance that forged the stars. We are here not to survive, but to illuminate. This is your turning point. This is the moment the inner light switches from flicker to flame. Because listening to these words means something inside you remembers. There is more. More to your spirit, more to your power, more to your purpose than you have yet allowed yourself to believe. The gospel begins again, right now, inside you.
Let us begin with a single radiant premise. Light is the language of God and the architecture of the human soul. In the Gospel of John, the foundation is set in the opening verse. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God, and that Word became light. Science gives us the same origin story. All matter condenses from energy, energy from light. So spirituality and physics, once adversaries, now meet like old friends. Jesus, the Christ, the Anointed One, becomes not only a religious figure, but a blueprint for human evolution. Let's explore the core dimensions of this light and why they matter to your everyday existence. 1. The seen versus the unseen. Two worlds, one reality. Your eyes show you less than 1% of the light spectrum. The rest, infrared, ultraviolet, gamma, cosmic, remains invisible. Meaning, what you see is not all that exists. What exists is not limited to what you see. Jesus repeatedly emphasized this divide. Those with eyes to see. He wasn't talking about eyesight. He was pointing to inner perception, awareness that penetrates the invisible. Modern psychology calls it cognitive framing, the way your mind shapes reality. Mystics call it consciousness. Your life reflects not what is real, but what you are able to perceive. When perception expands, options expand. When awareness sharpens, life transforms. When consciousness awakens, miracles become logical. 2. The body, a temple of biolight. Your body isn't just flesh,
It is a living technology. Nerves conduct electricity. Cells communicate with photons. DNA emits measurable biophotonic light. Holistic health isn't spiritual fluff. It's energetic maintenance of divine machinery. Jesus didn't heal only to restore comfort. He healed to reawaken connection. Dis-ease equals disconnection from light. So every act of self-care, every disciplined choice of nutrition, sleep, movement, breath, is a ritual of temple maintenance. When the body shines, the mind calms. When the mind clears, the heart opens. When the heart opens, the soul leads. 3. The heart, the lamp of the body. Jesus said, "The eye is the lamp of the body. If your eye is single, your whole body will be filled with light." Single eye is not about vision. It's about alignment, focus, integrity, congruence between intention and action. Modern research shows your heart creates an electromagnetic field up to 100 times stronger than the brain, meaning emotion leads energy. Love is not just a feeling, it's the highest organizing frequency in the universe. When your heart is anxious, your world fragments. When your heart is whole, your world unifies. 4. Identity. From small self to light self. Most suffering stems from forgetting who we are. We grow up learning, "I am my body. I am my story. I am my achievements or failures." Jesus constantly confronted mistaken identity. You are the light of the world. Not someday, not if you're perfect, not if you earn it. Now. Neuroscience supports this. Identity dictates behavior always. Upgrade identity, upgrade reality. You are not becoming something. You are uncovering what has always been there. 5. The kingdom within. Consciousness as destiny. When asked where God's kingdom exists, Jesus replied, "The kingdom is within you." Not a place, not afterlife real estate. A state of consciousness. Heaven becomes a level of coherence, a frequency of peace, a clarity of presence, a unity of love. Hell becomes the psychological prison of separation. You have entered both in your own mind many times. Paradise or torment does not wait for death. It responds to where your light is directed.
6. Faith as quantum alignment. Faith is not blind belief, it is energetic agreement with a higher outcome. Jesus never praised belief, he praised faith in action. Your faith has made you whole. Faith is frequency selection. When you act on possibility instead of fear, your brain rewires, your field expands, your reality rearranges. Faith is not the absence of doubt. Faith is choosing the light despite the shadow. 7. Abundance, the physics of multiplication. Feeding the 5,000 was not a lesson in magic, it was a revelation. What you bless multiplies, what you fear diminishes. In finances, relationships, career, scarcity is a belief, not a condition. Abundance is not something you attract, it is something you activate by aligning with the frequency of enough. Gratitude is the technology. Giving is the amplifier. Purpose is the compass. 8. Love as the ultimate law of light. Every command Jesus gave can be distilled into one: love. Love God, connection to source. Love others, connection to humanity. Love yourself, connection to identity. Love is the only frequency that harmonizes all dimensions of life. Health rises, wealth flows, relationships deepen, purpose sharpens, peace anchors. Love is not weak. Love is structural integrity of the universe. Where love increases, light expands. Where love is absent, darkness fills the void. The cosmic and the practical unified. What does all this mean for daily living? It means every moment carries spiritual significance. For example, eating is honoring the light in the body. Working is expressing the light of purpose. Speaking is transmitting the light of truth. Parenting is guiding new light into the world. Wealth building is expanding light's influence. Healing is returning light to places of pain. Leadership is organizing people towards light. There is no separation between God and life. When you shine, heaven breaks into earth. The central tension, illusion versus identity. The battle Jesus revealed was never political or religious. It was always internal. Fear versus love. Separation versus unity. Ego versus essence. Darkness versus light. Spirituality becomes practical because what wins inside you determines what manifests around you. Light is not a concept. Light is a lifestyle. And you are already enrolled in the school of luminosity, whether you know it or not.
To truly understand the hidden science of light in the Gospels, we must speak in the oldest language known to the soul, symbol. Stories are the bridges between what the mind can grasp and what the spirit already knows. Jesus did not teach primarily through lectures, but through parables. Why? Because truth wrapped in metaphor bypasses resistance and awakens recognition. Let us enter the symbolism of light as Jesus used it: cosmic, intimate, and transformational. A story of the alchemist of dawn. Imagine a man who lived far from any city, a wanderer, a seeker. Every morning before sunrise, he would climb the highest hill to greet the first beam of dawn. One day, as the sky shifted from black to indigo, a voice within him whispered, "Everything you seek is in the light." He spent years studying the sun, its rise, its warmth, the way it awakened life. But one morning he realized, I have been looking at light outside me while ignoring the light within me. So he changed his search. Instead of chasing the sunrise, he became the sunrise. He healed old wounds. He forgave. He created. He loved. Every time he chose truth over deception, his inner sun brightened. Every time he acted from compassion, his radiance spread. People began to gather around him not because he taught them, but because his presence reminded them of their forgotten light. This is the story of every enlightened soul. This is the story Jesus came to awaken. Your inner light as a cosmic fire. In mystical traditions across cultures, fire equals transformation. Light equals consciousness. Flame equals spirit. When Jesus says, "Do not hide your lamp under a basket," he's saying, your brilliance is not a secret to be contained, but a force to illuminate the world. Fear hides the flame. Shame dims it. Comparison suffocates it. Your soul's mandate is simple. Burn. Burn brighter than doubt. Burn through the illusions that once held you prisoner. Burn so vividly that others remember their own spark. Light does not compete. Light amplifies. Water into wine, a parable of transmutation. Beyond a wedding miracle, This story conceals an inner alchemy. Water equals the ordinary self. Wine equals the elevated self, the joyful self, the awakened self. Jesus turns the common into the divine, not to impress the guests, but to reveal a universal principle. When light enters, vibration rises. When vibration rises, life transforms. You are meant to become more flavorful, more potent, more alive, not by adding something new, but by activating what already exists. Healing the blind, awakening true sight. Every healing of blindness in the Gospels is a parable for inner vision. Physical sight shows the world's surface. Spiritual sight reveals the world's soul. When Jesus touches eyes, he is saying, there is more than meets the eye. When you see only limitation, you're blind. When you see opportunity in crisis, your sight has returned. When you see God in yourself and others, you are finally seeing. Sight is not visual. Sight is perception aligned with light. Walking on water, mastering the subconscious. Water symbolizes the emotional realm, the subconscious currents that try to pull us under. Fear, doubt, trauma, shame, regret. Jesus walks above the waves. He rises over the storm of inner chaos. When Peter sinks, Jesus doesn't criticize. He asks, "Why did you doubt?" Not doubt in Jesus, doubt in his own light. Fear is not the absence of light. It is light unrecognized. Walk on your waves, and the storm bows to you.
Feeding the 5,000, multiplying light through gratitude. Scarcity is the oldest delusion of darkness. In this story, a little becomes enough because light was infused into it. Jesus does not complain. He gives thanks. And what you appreciate, appreciates. Gratitude is spiritual photonic expansion. Energy responds to celebration. The Transfiguration, becoming luminous. On the mountaintop, Jesus does not receive light. He reveals light. His true nature erupts into visibility. This moment is not exclusive to him, but instructive for us. Enlightenment is not an upgrade. It is an unveiling. Your divinity is not acquired. It is uncovered. Your brilliance is not earned. It is remembered. And the mountain symbolizes the climb of personal development, discipline, mastery, self-confrontation, the ascent toward your highest self. Death and resurrection, the cycle of expansion. Every spiritual awakening requires a crucifixion of old identity, of outdated beliefs, of inherited fears, of false limits. Darkness is not an enemy of light. It is the backdrop that reveals its power. Resurrection is the ultimate reminder. Nothing real can be destroyed. Only illusions die. Your mission is not to avoid suffering, but to rise from it radiant. You are a living parable. Every challenge in your life is a symbolic training. A heartbreak opens your heart. A loss reveals abundance already present. A failure tempers character into strength. A dream delayed intensifies vision and clarity. Your life is not random. It is a curriculum of light. The question is never, why is this happening to me?
The real question is, what light in me is trying to emerge through this? You weren't placed on Earth to survive the darkness. You were placed here to overcome it. Light's nature is to expand. A single candle can ignite thousands without losing anything of itself. So too with you. The more you give, the more you become. Your success inspires. Your health radiates. Your love multiplies. Your leadership organizes light on earth. You are a daughter or son of the sun, dressed in human form. The gospel secret is not about worshiping light, but becoming a source of it.
If the earlier sections opened your eyes to a hidden dimension of the Gospels, this section turns revelation into embodiment. Because light is not just a concept to understand, it is a lifestyle to master. Jesus did not teach ideas for contemplation. He taught practices for transfiguration. So the real question becomes, how do you live as light in a world addicted to darkness? Practicing the science of light. Here are the foundational shifts that turn spiritual truth into daily power. 1. Align body and spirit, the temple upgrade. Your physical health is not separate from spirituality. It's the vessel for light. When you sleep well, nourish yourself, move daily, you conduct more energy. Consider morning sunlight not as a routine, but as divine charging. Walking, stretching, breath work, these are technologies of clarity. Think of your health like Jesus cleansing the temple. Clear out what no longer belongs. Make space for God within, not punishment, alignment. 2. Emotional alchemy. Turn pain into power. Jesus never shamed emotion. He wept. He felt anguish. He cared deeply. Spiritual maturity is not numbness. It is emotional transmutation. Whenever fear surfaces, speak to it. This is simply trapped light, waiting to be released. Healing happens not by resisting emotions, but by illuminating them. Reflection questions: what emotion am I avoiding? What message is it trying to deliver? How does my light rise when I listen? Your vulnerability becomes your voltage. 3. The single eye. Laser focus for success. The single eye Jesus spoke of is focus aligned with purpose. Most people scatter their energy across distractions, anxieties, resentment. Focused light becomes a laser. Laser creates transformation. Choose one area of your life right now to pour light into. Health, finances, career mastery, creativity, family, healing, leadership. Ask daily, what would alignment look like today? Small acts of consistency produce exponential brilliance. 4. The heart frequency. Create reality through love. In every interaction, you are transmitting a frequency. Love is the highest resolution of consciousness. So leadership, parenting, business, relationships all become laboratories of light. Before difficult conversations or major decisions, place your hand on your heart and ask, what would love do here? Not weakness, not passivity. Love is the courageous choice to see light in another, even when they can't see it themselves.
5. Wealth as expanded light. Money is simply light shaped into value. Jesus spoke of stewardship, not scarcity. To the one who has, more will be given. Not favoritism, physics. Light expands where it is nurtured. Release guilt around wealth. Guilt dims energy. Instead, see abundance as fuel for impact, amplifier of generosity, a form of responsibility. Bless your finances, your work, your ideas. What you bless multiplies. What you fear contracts. 6. Words as creation technology. Every sentence you speak is a construction of light or darkness. Jesus healed with language. He uplifted with language. He redirected reality with language. Ask yourself, are the words you speak to yourself building your future or breaking your spirit? Try this practice. Every morning, declare, I speak light into my life today. Then name exactly what you want to create. I call clarity into my mind. I call strength into my body. I call abundance into my finances. I call peace into my relationships. Language is your first miracle power. 7. Community of light, alignment over approval. Jesus didn't surround himself with perfect people, but with people moving toward light. You deserve the same. Choose relationships not based on comfort, but on calling. Friends who see your brilliance. Partners who respect your mission. Mentors who raise your standards. Your environment is the ecosystem of your evolution. If someone consistently dims you, that is a clue. Not to hate them, but to protect your flame. 8. The daily cross. Discipline as enlightenment. Jesus' teaching on the cross is misunderstood. Take up your cross daily. This is not about suffering. It is about choosing the higher path when the lower is easier. Discipline is spiritual devotion. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, tell the truth when lying tempts, persist when quitting seduces, love when anger invites revenge, you resurrect your light. There is no enlightenment without responsibility. 9. Miracle mindset. Expectation shapes reality. Jesus never encountered a situation where he said, "This is too much." He expected power to flow. He expected alignment with heaven. He expected transformation. Expectation is faith with direction. Practice. Each morning declare, today I expect light to move through me and around me. Watch what unfolds. 10. Service, the highest expression of radiance. Light does not stay still. It seeks expansion. The more you shine for others, the brighter you feel, the more meaning you carry, the more influence you gain. Your contribution is not measured in applause or recognition, but in the number of souls who felt less alone because you existed. Greatness always expresses as service. Integrating light across the 12 dimensions. Here's how the teachings touch each dimension of life. Dimension, expression of light. Health, energy, vitality, embodiment. Emotion, healing, peace, emotional intelligence. Intellect, focus, awareness, creativity. Character, integrity, resilience, humility. Spirituality, union with divine nature. Love and relationships, truth, intimacy, compassion. Parenting and legacy, guiding future light. Social life, authenticity, community. Financial life, abundance, stewardship. Career, purpose, mastery, impact. Quality of life, joy, gratitude, inner freedom. life experience, growth, transformation, meaning. When one dimension rises, others follow. Light integrates, darkness fragments. Your life is the canvas. Light is the paint. Every moment is a stroke of creation. Your homework as a luminous being. Tonight, before sleep, ask yourself, 1. Where did I shine today? 2. Where did I hide my light? 3. What is one act of light I will commit to tomorrow? Awareness is ignition. Action is illumination. Start small. Shine steadily. Transform entirely.
We've traveled far through the science and symbolism of light. But this final moment is not an ending. It is a commissioning. Because everything we've explored, from the origin of the universe to the miracles of the Gospels to the circuitry of your own heart, leads back to one bold and sacred truth. You are a bearer of light, a transmitter of light, a creator of light in this world. And your life, exactly as it is the stage upon which this light longs to be revealed. Let us gather the threads. The gospel was never a story of one man. Jesus never came to create admirers. He came to awaken equals. Quote, you are the light of the world. Quote, follow me, become what I am. Quote, the kingdom is within you. Quote, greater things will you do. Religion often tells us that Jesus is the exception, but he told us he is the example. He did not display what humans cannot do. He demonstrated what humans are meant to do once awakened to their true identity. This is not blasphemy. This is the gospel. The real miracle was his message. Turning water into wine, walking on water, healing the blind and raising the dead, all proof of one universal law. Light rearranges reality. Your thoughts aligned with truth, your heart anchored in love, your actions fueled by purpose. This is miracle technology. Not supernatural, super normal, the normal state of a fully conscious being. Jesus didn't perform miracles to say, look what I can do. He performed them to say, look what you are capable of. Your life is an unfolding resurrection. Every time you choose love over fear, you rise. Every time you forgive when bitterness feels justified, you rise. Every time you refuse to shrink to meet someone else's comfort zone, you rise. Every time you honor your health, discipline your mind, expand your abundance, serve your mission, you are living resurrection, light triumphing over darkness here and now. You are not waiting for heaven. You are bringing it online. The path ahead, your luminous mission. Here is the truth most forget. Light always seeks expression. It wants to build businesses through you. It wants to heal relationships through you. It wants to create art, music, solutions, systems through you. It wants to raise families, elevate communities, rewrite patterns of scarcity into patterns of abundance. Light wants to change the world through your hands, your heart, your voice, your courage. Wherever you go, two kingdoms travel, the one you build inside and the one you create outside. This is your leadership. This is your legacy.
The cosmic identity upgrade. You are not a random event. You are not a genetic accident. You are not defined by trauma, labels, or circumstance. You are the universe discovering itself through the lens of a human soul. You are God's consciousness experiencing creation from the inside. You are the light made visible. So speak boldly, love fiercely, build
fearlessly, heal relentlessly, rise repeatedly. You cannot lose what is eternal in you. A final practice, the inner benediction. Take a deep breath, right here, right now. Close your eyes or soften your gaze. Place a hand over your heart. Feel the warmth beneath your palm. That warmth is light. Say quietly in your mind or aloud, "Let there be light in me. Let there be light through me. Let there be light around me." Every time you declare this, heaven responds. Every time you live this, earth transforms. Your awakening has already begun. It is no coincidence that you are here, listening, absorbing, remembering. Somewhere in your story, long before you were born, your soul said yes. Yes to growth. Yes to purpose. Yes to love. Yes to light. You are right on time. Everything you've overcome prepared you. Everything you've dreamed summons you. Everything you are is enough. Now, the world waits for you to shine without apology. The cinematic call to action. If something within you stirred, if you felt a remembering in your chest, if even for one moment your inner light flickered brighter, do not let this be the end of that spark. Carry it, reflect on it, act on it. Your next breakthrough, your next miracle, your next transformation begins the moment you decide, "I will no longer hide my light." So breathe in courage, breathe out fear. Step into the life you were designed to illuminate. And return here often. This space is a home for seekers, for creators, for light bearers rising into their fullness. Subscribe, stay close. Your evolution deserves a witness. The greatest chapters of your story are just beginning. The light in you is real. The light in you is powerful. The light in you is ready. This is the beginning of your next chapter.